Hey guys, it's November 27th and it's 2023, and here we are in Florida. We got a nice cool day in the low 70s today, and it's gonna be like this tomorrow too, and then it's going back up. But decided to give you a little plant update from Southwest Florida. So let's start off and take a look at some of these plants. I got a whole bunch of new ones. Okay guys, and we're just walking around here and take a look at that burl marks and the Jose Bono. Oh my goodness, it's huge. And I cut this one back, and I'm getting half moons and lots of white. And I like to come around and just show you how to look at that leaf. Isn't that a beauty? And look at this Paradiso Verde we got. And the Neohem Birdie. I did a video on this one. Remember, it was just a little thing like that, and look at these leaves. What a beautiful plant. And while we're on that kind of euphorbia, just turn around here and look at my variegated crown of thorns. And when I first, it was like this, and over the summer it turned into that. So I'm gonna wait till it starts warming up. I got all of these branches, and we're gonna do a lot of propagating, so I'll be able to share the wealth on that plant. And look at this Octillo, Madagascar Octillo, and it just goes up and up and up. And a lot of people say, oh, they fall over. Well, this guy is not falling over. So let's take a walk over here, say hello to my girls. And this little fairy castle I just made has a girlfriend, and that's a little baby walking sense of area. So they're walking, and look at these whale fins. And I've been doing very well with the variegated whale fins. I had one that came out of the leaf, and I've been propagating them, and I got a whole bunch. Okay, so this is my ring of fire, and it's getting a real long leaf now. And I got another one here, and I ordered tissue cultures a while back, and out of all those tissue cultures, this is all I got, but at least I got a nice one, and a little one over here coming up. So here's a new plant. We got the Campy Lynette, and look how this Hoya just rooted right into it. Okay, so this is a philodendron, and it bushes. It doesn't climb. It's a nice plant if you want a philodendron that's going to stay in one place. That's the Campy Lynette. I wrote it down. Campy Lynette. And we're just going to move around here, and Would you take a look at this silver sword? How's that for a leaf? And first we got that one, now this one, and we're getting a new one. And here we have my philodendron, and I've been cutting back on it, and I got some leaves that are almost white. So that's your philodendron, not Brazil, the Rio. And if we go past these painted ladies over here, you'll see a whole bunch of them. Okay. And I'm really not doing much with them. I just let them hang here, but you can see there's a lot of them. And what happens when you cut back, that's when they start getting more colors, I guess. I don't, not as much white as I used to have. Here we have a philodendron glad hands. I've got lots of glad hands, and you can see they're all over. So that's your philodendron glad hands. And here's a new one. This is the Jopi, philodendron Jopi, and it has these big, look like ears, and she's doing well. Look at, we got a big new leaf coming right there in the middle. That's a new plant. And here's one of my baby dawns, alocasia dawns, and we got some Mickey Mouses hiding in here. And we got the Xanthosoma lindeni. And would you take a look at the size of this leaf? And this is a Calicia, I believe. Oh, and hiding in here is my varicosum, and it's doing okay. It didn't look too good when I first got it, but none of the leaves died. And I'm getting a bud over here. It seemed like it was a transplant when I got it, so the main node didn't survive, but it is doing good. Can't complain. And it's a nice plant. It's going to look good when it starts growing. And of course we got my crassinivariums, philodendron with the big juicy vein in the middle. I've got my variegated pineapple, which is albino, and this one has a lot of green, so it's going to be nice, grow faster. I got my Horwoodies, and this is your Francis Horwood elliptica FKH 424. And I love these plants. They are not whale fins. And if you want to see a whale fin, we'll walk over here. These are one of my pots of whale fins, and they got some really big leaves, and these are the seeds that come off of them, the berries, and this is how they come up. So there is a really big whale fin. It's past my belly button. And here's a nice stingray, alocasia, and check out this high-low beauty. I had someone say they'd never seen one with leaves this big. So, and look at the size of the leaves. I got some pups coming up. And this has been called a calicia also. And in there I've got some albo monsteras by that tree, and some epipremium pinatums. But I can't go over there. You see that hole? I don't know if you can. There's a hole, and see the bees going in? If I don't know if you could see them, but there's a honey beehive in there. And the other day I hit it with the hose and they were just, what's going on? So we don't want to, I don't know if you could see them flying in and out. But I have honeybees, and because of that I'm getting a lot of my plants are being fertilized. There's some bees going in. See them going in? There's a big hive in there. And look, we got Enjoy. And it started off in this big pot, and then it went into this pot, and now I'm practically stepping on them. So, the Enjoys are like everywhere. Oop. There it is. And they're spreading everywhere from there. And there's a mandula. Where's the mandula? There's a mandula next to a little ZZ plant. Okay, so while we were on the alocasia stingray, I just got this plant, and you guys are going to be amazed when you see this. Here it is. Epipremium stingray. And this is a mutation. And look at that. It's also called a skeleton key. Is that crazy? And it gets this long thing, looks like a skeleton key, and he has it on a piece of wood. I bought this Epipremium stingray skeleton key. Epipremium. So it's in the pothos family, and I'm gonna keep growing this, and I'm gonna let it grow up a tree, and we're gonna have a Stingray Steve tree. Isn't that gonna be cool, guys? And look at this one. If that don't look like a stingray, I don't know what looks like a stingray. Very cool. And it does have fenstrations, see? Very nice plant. This is huge, and I forgot the name. It's alocasia. Here's a new one. The gloriosum. And my latest thing is put in the names, so it's hard to remember all of these. And this leaf is the latest one that unfurled. Must have got a little damage on the tip, but look at that one coming out now. It's going to be big. The gloriosum. And then I've got my Florida Ghost. Here's another one. This one has a big leaf. Florida Mint Ghost. Florida Ghost. And here is your 69686 philodendron, just known by the number 69686. And look at this. Is that a crazy looking leaf right there? And look at this one. And she's happy. And this is a new plant I got, and it's doing very well. And we'll see. We got a leaf coming, so we'll see what happens there. Now, the biliate. Look at that one. I've got two of them now. And beautiful orange petioles and these big crazy looking leaves. I got another one back there doing very well. Black velvet. We got a pink princess. This is a Rojo Congo, and she stays put, doesn't really climb a lot. It's an old plant already, but beautiful. The red Congo, I believe. We got the Jerry Horn, which is a hybrid bipin folium. Jerry Horn. And expecting to see some crazy leaves out of this guy. And we got the Mexicanum, which almost looks like a taba pants, but these leaves right here, when this gets more mature, these will be like really long, giant leaves, same color underneath as the taba pants, but look, the petioles are like in between the billy and the taba pants are like a yellowish, not an orange. And here's an taba pants right here, and you can see it has the green petioles. It's also purple underneath, and the new growth is awesome. Okay, so then I have my model dragon, and look at this new leaf. Very nice plant. Model dragon, which is a philodendron. And look at this guy. Splendid. Philodendron splendid, which is a cross between the varicosum and the gloriosum. So here is the splendid. Looks, see, it's got more of the color of varicosum underneath. See? And the gloriosum is more of a white vein, but it doesn't have the color of the varicosum, which is over there. So the splendid's a cross between the two. So I don't want to make this a too long video, but I got to show you this. This is my Vedelt grape, and I got two of these. I got Another one over there. And would you believe this is actually a grape plant? And this is like an aphrodisiac plant, and you could eat every part of the plant. And I'm looking forward to getting the berries on it. It is actually a grape that grows like this. Is that crazy? You could see the leaves. And some of the ingredients in the stuff you get from GNC for bodybuilding, it has parts of this plant in it. So it's a very healthy plant. Everything is edible. So looking forward to seeing this thing get bigger. So I got Velt grapes. Look them up, guys. VEDLT. And it's like a cactus. And it's very healthy. Okay, so here's another rose cactus. And very easy to propagate. And this is, see the thorns? And you could eat the leaves and the fruit from this plant, and it's very healthy. Delicious. So I recommend this rose cactus. Fast growing, you can grow them in your house and they get big. And it has that little bit of sticky flavor like aloe. Very good plant. And you just stick them in the ground and look at that. So we'll save all those other plants down there. We got more philodendrons, and oh, we have to look at this. Look at this squamiferium over here. The size of this leaf. Squamy River. And this plant couldn't take the cold, and all I had was a stem in the middle. And look at these petioles. It's a wild, and I'm getting a inflorescence here. It's a wild plant. Look at that. It's beautiful. And it's got the new leaves coming out light, almost like a ghost. Beautiful plant. Squamiferium. And you got your copper tone sensivaria. This is a really old plant. Look, it's got a huge base in it. And here is the Wilsoni. I mean, talk about big leaves. This thing is huge. And look at all of these roots everywhere. So anytime I want to cut this off, I got plenty of roots. And we got more monsteras. And before we go, we'll show you more Atabapants. Here's a new one. We got the orange marmalade. Isn't that beautiful? And sort of looks like a painted lady, or the Hawkins gold. But when it gets a new leaf, look at the colors. So that's your orange marmalade philodendron. We got some baby Mickey Mouses, and here's a new addition, my my giraffe, which is up to my neck, and she's looking for her youngster, which is right here. She's up to my a couple of, maybe 6 inches shorter than Mama. And I was very happy to find these at an estate sale. Beautiful, huge sculptures. I love them. And look at this. I want to show you how this is my Dean McDowell philodendron, and see how she was leaning over? So that's how she was leaning. So I let her lean into another pile of dirt, and she's getting a really new leaf. And see how this part of the plant is like rooted deep. So I just made a cut today, and see, I made the cut right there. That was all one piece, and now I got 2 Dean McDowells. So that's how I propagated it. There's where I made the cut, and this leaf is fine. Dean McDowell. Now I got 2 of them. And this is the Bernardo Pazzi. And look at the new leaf. I love the new leaf on this, orangey. And all the leaves are like shiny. Beautiful plant. Alocasia Dawn. I don't know what's going on. She's been getting a lot of albino leaves lately. But she gets a lot of pups. Oh yes. I got Meoys too. They're not philodendrons. I don't know what they are. No, they're not Meoys. They're this is the Meoy philodendron. And look at the new leaf. Beautiful plant. Hey, this is my Spiritus Sancti. How could I not show you that? It's getting big. And I got it with 2 leaves, and it has all of the leaves, including the 2 when I got it. Very hardy, slow growing plant. And there's a new leaf coming out. So the Spiritus Sancti is doing wonderfully. And just so you know the name of that plant, I got a big one over here. Here it is. Not Meoy, it's the Goldie. P. Goldie. Maybe it is a philodendron, I don't know, but it's a Gioldi. And the bigger it gets, the more leaves it gets. Isn't that crazy? So as it grows, it gets more leaves every time. And I'm getting bit by a mosquito. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I got bit by mosquitoes, and while swatting them, I hit the stop button, and I didn't finish the video. So now it's 2 days later, and let's turn the camera around, and I'll tell you what happened. It was 49 degrees last night, and now it's going up to like 69, but it was cold here. And now it's the day before Steven's birthday. It's November 29th. And I was going to show you a couple of new climbers before I leave, and that's the end of the video. And this is a new one I got, and it's the Monstera Dubai. And the reason why they call it the Dubai is it's a very dubious plant. First, it looks like a shingle plant, and it loves a moss pole. And you could see I only had it about a week, and then I decided to make a cutting here because it was growing over the moss pole. And here's the cutting. And it's a dubious plant because it's going to get giant leaves and fenestrations. But this is how it starts. And I also have some mekins crawling up my wall. And this is how they look in a pot. The ones over there that are climbing up the wall are starting to get big leaves. So I never knew a mekins would get big leaves. And you can see it's a little bit sad from the cold last night, but it'll perk up. It's going to be in the 70s tomorrow and then 80 for the rest of the week. Sota Picana, another nice monstera right here. So let me take you over here. And these are the new moss poles I've been trying out, and once you get them together, they're pretty good. I'll show you my which is almost like a mekins, the melanchrysum, sorry. And boy, is this a fast grower. Next to a Friedeck, but it outgrew this moss pole, so I just put that branch in another one, and I got another one growing. And look at how nice the leaves start, almost like a mekins. And then I cut one branch and just stuck it in here on one of those moss poles I got from Amazon. The plastic was like 4 for $12, I believe, and then you fill them up with your own moss. But look, it's rooted in here. This branch is rooted in here in a matter of days. So pretty cool that I have this one branch and it's already rooted in there. So this is a very fast grower. So that's about it. I just wanted to tell everybody. And I did. It's supposed to be a fade. It is what it is. And look, another day later, and that big Thai constellation leaf is unfurled. Now all it has to do now is just grow a little. So the plants are doing good. So I just want to say goodbye, everybody. Take care. God bless. Hope you're staying warm up there or wherever you are. Bye.